Hello, this is Aaron from Deep Dive Discography. We are in Glasgow today, joined by Mr. Jason Evans from Ingested. How are you today, sir?
I'm good, mate. I'm good. I'm excited for the show. How are you doing?
Oh, very good, very good. A little wet out there.
Yeah, very damp, very humid today. But I don't expect anything other than rain from the UK, so it's fine.
It's fine once you get down into mainland Europe.
Yeah, it'll be alright. It'll warm up in a couple of weeks, I guess.
Yeah. So this is show number 100 and something on this Fit For An Autopsy tour after North America.
Yeah. It was like, what was it, 5-6 weeks, the American run, and then we've got, I think it's 3.5 weeks in the UK and Europe, so yeah, I think we've all got it down to a T by now. But.
Yeah. So how did that just kind of come to be?
Well, we were on the American tour. Originally, we weren't on the European run, but the band that was on the European run of this tour dropped out. But it was halfway through. They Fit For An Autopsy found that out halfway through the American tour, and they needed another main support band, and we were there. So they asked us, and we were like, hell yeah, we'll do that. Yeah,
we're here already. We don't need. I mean,
sign us up.
You don't need visas or anything. So
no. So yeah, we were like, sign us up. We'll do it.
So you did North America with them. You came back, played shows as a headliner.
Yeah.
You're back on this tour. Then you're out with Dying Fetus.
Yeah.
You've been home for what, 17 days so far this year?
Yeah, a couple of weeks, I think, because that American tour started on the 3rd of January. so I think we've been home for some weeks in April, and that was about it. And then we got a week off after this, and then it's back out with Dying Fetus hitting Hellfest and all over Europe. Yeah, so it's gonna be sick.
All sorts of festivals.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be good. We got Into the Grave, we got Hellfest. I don't even know how many. There's other ones, like Resurrection Fest or something, I think. Yeah, there's loads. There's so many shows I don't even know where we're going anymore. But yeah, we're all over the place this year, man. We've got so much exciting stuff coming up. So it's going to be a really big and a really exciting year for Ingested.
So obviously your last album, which no matter how hard I try, I can never remember the name of properly because of how long it is. Where Gods May Tread.
Where Only Gods May Tread.
Damn it.
Nearly.
I also want to keep saying Where Dead Gods May Tread.
Oh yeah, that'd be quite nice as well. Maybe we'll do a sequel called that one day.
So that came out in 2020, pretty much height of the pandemic.
Yeah, right slap bang in the middle of fucking quarantine.
Yeah.
So that was good.
Now you're touring for it.
Yeah.
What are some of your favourite songs off the album to play?
Ooh, The List, Dead Seraphic Forms, Impending Dominance, and No Half Measures as well. I like playing that one as well. That's good. But yeah, off that album, they're the ones that we play. And then we've got the new single.
Yep.
That came out. That was our debut song on Metal Blade Records. That came out in. When did that come out? Was it January? I want to say January. Yeah, January. I think.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, that sounds right. Let's go with January. So that came out earlier this year, and we played that live, and the response to that song every night has been phenomenal. Like the whole room explodes. There's a massive circle pit, crowd surfers, stage divers, headbangers. I love it. I love it.
Yeah, like you said, you're now on Metal Blade. You went from Unique Leader.
That's right.
Perfect.
Yeah, got it.
And now you're on the biggest metal label there is.
Defo. And Metal Blade has always been, since we've grown up, because we grew up on, Cannibal Corpse and stuff like that, so, we've always wanted to be on Metal Blade Records, and now, finally, we're here, and they're so amazing to work with. They care so much about the bands and the artists that they have on the roster, and they've been nothing but an absolute pleasure to work with, and they've made us feel so welcome and so at home, and I just can't wait to release this album later in the year, because you're not going to know what's hit yet.
So obviously the new single is Rebirth.
Yeah.
Came out, let's just say January, because we don't know.
Yeah, January.
And that is the first sign of life for this new album.
Yeah. What's interesting is that it's not actually on the album.
Ooh.
It was just a standalone single.
Sneaky.
That we just wanted to just get out there, because we were just like, right, okay, we know when the album's coming out. Let's put something out now. Like, so we were just like, right, let's do this separately, and we'll just put it out. And the response from our fans and our old fans and our new fans has been phenomenal. Like, it's so good. Like, so I just can't wait to show everybody what else we've been working on, because we've been working on so much. We've got so much like new music, videos, content, everything. Like, we've got so much coming out. So, like I said before, it's going to be a big year.
Do you have any hints at when it's coming out?
The most I can say is arse end of this year. So towards the end, the fall winter time.
Do you have a rough title in mind?
Mm-hmm.
That's it?
That's it, though. I can tell you that we do have a title, and it's not rough. It's the title of the album. It's the album's done. It's ready to go. And now everything else is just salt and pepper now.
Will it be easier to remember than the last one?
Yes.
That's good.
Yes.
So the last one had a bunch of guests on it.
Yeah.
Including someone who may be a little bit more different to have on Ingested album, like Kirk Weinstein.
Mm-hmm.
Is this new album also going to have some interesting guests?
Here it is. I can't say anything. No, not yet. But it's gonna blow your mind. I'll tell you that. It's very interesting indeed. Like, it's like you can see I've got like a massive smile on my face, because when people hear it, they're gonna be like, "Oh my god!" Like, and it's good. It's exciting. Like, you're gonna love it. Trust.
Oh yeah. So you've toured all over.
Yeah.
Quite literally all over.
Yeah.
You guys have made it quite big, especially in the context of being a death metal band. What do you find the main difference in playing North America to Europe to...
North America, the shows are way bigger. Like, generally speaking. Our biggest fan base, like, if we're going off, like, because every band does it, you have a look at Spotify, don't you? You're like, oh, where's our biggest fan base? I want to know. It's always America. It's always America, because there's more people there.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
You know what I mean? So yeah, the shows are always crazy over there, just because there's just so many people, and death metal was invented over there, wasn't it? That's where it comes from. So that's the hub. That's the death metal HQ. So yeah, we always love playing in North America. We always love playing in the UK, because that's our home. That's where all our friends are, all our old school fans that have been with us since the very beginning, when we've been playing the shitty little dive bars in Manchester. And so we always love playing the UK. And Europe, that was where we did our first tours. So it's like, we always love going back to Europe, because that's where we started doing this shit, basically. Like, we started our shows in Manchester and in the UK, but our tours, like our first proper tours, were Europe. So like, it's always nice to go back to the mainland and just get out there and see all the people who saw us do it the first time, and then they've been coming to shows ever since. And that's what I think. That's like one of the things about Ingested, is like our fan base are so loyal, and it's like they're lifers. Like, then we don't have fair weather fans that are like, oh yeah, I like them, but, and then the next week they don't like it. Yeah. Like, our fans, they're lifers. That's it. Like, once they're in, they're in. We're like herpes, man. Like, once you've got us, you ain't getting rid of us. Do you know what I mean? We're there for life. Like.
So, casting your mind back to the beginning, do you remember who your first tour was with?
Yeah, Black Dahlia Murder. It was Bone Crusher tour in 2010. And it was Black Dahlia Murder, 3 Inches of Blood, Necrophobic, Obscura, Carnifex, The Faceless, and us.
That's quite the lineup.
It was a hell of a tour, like, as well. Like, I remember the first show on the tour, right, we drove all the way, and we drove in a van, because it was a tour bus one, but we had to get to Germany because that's where the first show was and that's where the tour bus was. So our friend Greg drove us, and Scott, the singer from Bleed From Within, like drove down with us. Like, so we were all just in the van, like drove all the way down, and then we got there for the first show. Oh my god, it was like 1,000 cap venue, and it was rammed. Like, I'd never seen so many people at a show, and I was just like, oh my god, we're on first and it's full. Like, I was just like, I shit myself. Like, I'll be honest, like, but it was amazing, and the whole tour was just fantastic. All the bands were an absolute pleasure to tour with. With it being our first tour as well, it was like everyone was super nice to us, super welcoming, and yeah, it was great. What a great start! What an amazing first tour to be on.
So I'll cast your mind back again. So the first time I got to see you was in Toronto.
Yeah.
At the Mod Club Theatre.
Mod Club Theatre. Oh my god.
Now, if I remember right, you've only actually played there once.
I think so, yeah.
And it was on the Devastation of the Nation tour.
Yeah, I remember that show. I didn't do vocals that day, did I? Was it our guitarist? Because I had insane food poisoning.
Maybe.
And our guitarist had to do vocals because we went to a restaurant on the way in, and and we'd had some food, and as soon as we pulled up to the venue. It's the venue that has like XO written on the walls and inside, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the show. As soon as we got to the venue, I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna be sick. And I like ran to the toilet and just started violently throwing up everywhere, and then I'm shitting everywhere, right? And it was that bad. I went blind, so I'm like in the toilet and I can't see. I've got my eyes open, I can't see anything. It's coming out both ends. I'm like, oh my god. Like, and I was just in there for hours and hours, and then Sean, like our guitarist, comes in and he's like, yo, you alright? I'm like, no, I'm okay, I can do the show. Right. And he fucking picked me up off the toilet. Right. And he's like, are you sure? And I'm like, yeah, I can do it. Right. And then we got about 3 steps away from the toilet, and I just went, I'm like, vomited all up the walls and everything, like, and he was like, nah, mate, you can't do this show, like, and then he guided me back to the toilet, and I just sat on the toilet. I couldn't see anything, I couldn't move, I'm just vomiting, I'm shitting, and I could hear, like, I kept passing in and out of consciousness, and I could hear my own band playing, and I'm like, oh my god, and then I'd just like pass out again, and then at some point, so I have no idea, I was in that toilet for hours, like just unconscious basically, and then at some point I came to, and I was just like, and I like managed to crawl my way into the backstage, right? Don't even know whose green room it was, it weren't ours. I just found a green room and just found a couch, and I was just like, like that, and I was just all completely white, and I was sweating, couldn't see, and then they had to call an ambulance out, like a paramedics, and they had to come in and they had to give me like these drugs or whatever the hell they were, and then like later on, like a few hours later, like I felt okay, but my god, yeah, that show, I couldn't play because I was downstairs in the toilet, like, what I thought I was dying. But yeah, our guitarist actually did vocals that day.
Oh,
that's
man.
Crazy. But we have played Toronto since.
Yes.
And I did play the shows. But yeah, that was crazy. That was like one of the illest I've ever felt in my life.
That's
like
insane.
It was crazy. I didn't know what was happening. Like I was like, why can't I see? Like,
At least you chose to do it in Canada, not the States.
oh yeah, fucking hell. Oh my god. Yeah, that would have cost me a pretty penny if it was over there. But yeah, so that's an interesting story.
That is. I know, it's so long ago, it's like, I couldn't even remember.
That was our first North American tour, that as well.
Was it?
First ever, yeah. It was 2015, I want to say.
Was it? Yeah,
Yeah,
probably.
yeah, because we did,
Yeah.
the next year, we did our second American tour, which was Summer Slaughter 2016, so yeah, it would have been Devastation on the Nation 2015.
Yeah.
It's mad. Getting old now, mate.
Right? Like, been going on for ages.
I know, raging like a fine wine. Or maybe a bad cheese. I can't tell you that.
We'll figure out what the new album is.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll find out. Stay tuned.
So, what's coming after the Dying Fetus tour? Still touring?
Mm-hmm. I can't tell you though.
No.
It's not been announced yet.
Of course.
But it's amazing. It's gonna be big, like real big. So,
can you tell us where?
America.
Yeah. Oh, darn.
It's gonna be big.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm very excited.
Big things coming.
Big things coming. It's gonna be a big year. So if you're an Ingested fan, you're gonna have a great 2022. I'll tell you that. And 23.
Yeah, you gotta already be planning ahead.
Oh yeah. Everything's planned out now. We're playing the long game now, so we're getting everything organised and ready, and it's gonna be just one thing after another, and it's all amazing. Super excited. all that hard work's finally paying off. That's what it feels like.
So, bucket list band, who would you like to tour with?
Cannibal Corpse.
Yeah?
Lamb of God. Trivium. Gojira. Slipknot, obviously. It's always going to be Slipknot, isn't it? Like, yeah, Slipknot's definitely up there. Machine Head would be up there. Dying Fetus is one, but we're doing that in a couple of weeks, so that's alright. So then we knock that one off the list. Who else? Obituary would be a good one.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely. Slayer, but they're not doing any tours anymore.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see when they do
any more tours.
Yeah. We'll see when they do another final tour.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely those. 100%. Yeah. That would be awesome.
And fair enough. That final tour was what, 5 years? Like 8 tours or something like that?
It's like we're doing the final tour. Okay. Well, put us on it then. We want to play Download as well. That's always been a dream. We've never played there yet, so hopefully we can make that happen soon. So yeah, that would be exciting.
Surprised you guys didn't get grabbed for last year's when it was all UK bands.
Yeah.
But they've kind of gone a bit more rock.
Yeah,
if you want to call it.
Well, it's a big one, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a big festival, so you got to cater for everyone.
Yeah.
So yeah, but hopefully we'll make that happen soon, because that's one I want to knock off the bucket list. Download, because I'm getting to do Hellfest this year.
Yeah.
So knocking that off the list. Like we've already done Summer Breeze. Wacken is one that we want to do. We want to do Wacken. That'd be nice. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
I know, Wacken pales in comparison compared to Hellfest this year.
I know.
It's
How mad is Hellfest this year though? Like the day that we've got is amazing as well. Ginger's playing, Korn's playing, Devin Townsend's playing, Fetus are playing, Gojira are playing, so I finally get to see Gojira. So yeah, I'm excited. It's gonna be a good day.
We only get to stick around for the one day?
Yeah, because we got to hit other festivals. We got to play the shows with Fetus as well. So yeah, as long as I get to see Devin and I get to see Gojira and Ginger, because I've not seen Ginger, I'll be happy. But hopefully Ginger won't clash. I don't know. I know Gojira won't, because Gojira is the final band on the main stage. So
time slots are out.
What's that?
Time slots are out for it.
Are they?
Yeah.
Oh shit! Right, I'll check that after we've had our chat. I can check. I can plan my day.
So last up, a lot of bands want to be the next death metal band, and obviously you guys are putting yourself in that spot. You very much are the next big death metal band.
I hope so.
And that's very obvious because you're in everyone's face all the time. When it comes for you to doing vocals, what is your main preparation? How do you prepare to go on stage?
I do a lot of stretching.
A lot of stretching?
Because I'm 35 years old now, so I can't, I'm not as invincible as I used to be. Other than that, I've been doing a lot of vocal coaching with David Benitez from Extreme Vocal Institute. So we've been doing weekly sessions and stuff every now and again. And he's just talking me through stuff, talking about vocal fatigue, like how long you should be practicing for and stuff like that. Stretches, like breathing exercises, and yeah, just taking care of myself really. Like taking care of myself a lot more. Like I don't drink anymore. I don't drink. I've had to stop smoking weed as well. So, and I have like a cigarette, like maybe 1 or 2 a day, but I used to smoke like 20 odd a day. So yeah, I've just been slowly trying to just improve myself, because I used to like smoke on stage and shit, like before the smoking ban, like I used to like just smoke on stage while I'm doing fucking growls and screaming and shit, and it never used to bother me because I was like 20 years old, so it was like then you just didn't care, and you'd be smashing the beers and the tinnies in and shit. But now, nah mate, I can't do any of that shit, like, because if I do that shit I'm done. But now it's like I just have to just take everything more seriously, like when it comes to like the physicality of it and stuff like that. So as when it comes to like vocal warm-ups and stuff, I just sing. Well, not like death metal singing, just like I just sing songs.
Just sing some Dolly Parton.
Yeah, whatever. Jolene. Like yeah, just whatever. Like anything. Like Trivium, Killswitch Engage. Just a lot of stuff with clean singing in. That's like usually around my vocal register.
Yeah.
Like Alice in Chains and stuff like that. So it's just humming. That's about it really. Because I find like if I start like screaming and shouting, it's not warming my voice up. That's just going. That's punching in.
Yeah. Like
straight away. So I'd rather just sing, do some like star jumps or whatever, just get my blood pumping, and then I'm ready to go. Really. That's about it. To be honest, it's just more about. It's less about the vocals, because the vocals I can just do the vocals now. It's more about taking care of the instruments.
Yeah. Like,
do you know what I mean? Taking care of my body, because I move around a lot on stage. So if I don't stretch before that show, I'm carrying me off that stage, like, because I won't be walking off it, like. So yeah, it's like, because the show's very physical. Like I run around like a blue-assed fly. Like, do you know what I mean? I'm fucking here, there, and everywhere, like, and while I'm doing the vocals and shit. So it's like, yeah, it's very physical. So it's just more about just taking care of my body and taking care of myself.
I would say I know, but apparently the one show I went to, you just
that was different. that was I blame Canada for that. Like they poisoned me.
There's a lot of sketchy places.
They poisoned me, man. I thought it was going to be good. We were near the sea. It was all right. Like I was like, oh yeah, it's near the sea. The fish will be fine. Nope. Whoops. Shit, won't be making that mistake again. None of that Canadian fish.
So when it comes to pushing your voice a little bit,
yeah,
what do you feel the longest you can go in a death metal concert would be?
An hour.
An hour?
Yeah. I don't think anyone wants to listen to a death metal band for longer than an hour.
It is a lot to take in.
You know what I mean? Especially like the intensity and the brutality that we play at as well. And also, it's like I wouldn't want to play longer than an hour, because at the end of our set, I want people wanting more.
Yeah.
I don't want to give them too much that they get bored. I'd rather give them just enough so that they're like, oh my god, I can't wait until I see Ingested again. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So just enough, never too much. That's it. And I reckon an hour's good.
Yeah.
So that's why when we do headline shows, we play an hour. So it's like 50 minutes to an hour, depending on anything else that's happened in the night. Other people have technical difficulties or whatever, and you're like, oh shit, okay. We'll cut a couple of songs, no problem. Like,
yeah, that happened to you in March, didn't it?
Yeah.
On the live stream show of all shows, of course.
Yeah, of course it did. Of course it fucking did. You had to fucking cut it short, like when the world's watching. Yeah.
Yeah, why not? Why
just
not?
like, for fuck's sake, why now? It always happens when you least want it to happen.
Yeah.
Like, it's always the fucking same. Like, we had to cut a song last night in Manchester, and I was like, hometown show. But you have to do it though. Do you know what I mean? Everybody has to do it. So it's like, it's not like, it's never a problem. You just gotta be a fucking pro about it.
Yeah, I mean, I've still never seen a Monomars play Guardians of Asgard, because every time I've gone to see them, they've had to cut a song short. They cut that one.
Deep. deep. I love them on a map as well. I love anything that's like Vikings or fantasy or anything like that. My son's called Loki. Like, but not after like the Marvel one, like after
Loki.
the actual god Loki, like, and he lives up to his name, the god of mischief.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for your time.
You are so welcome, Aaron.
Very much
Thank
appreciate
you.
it.
I hope you enjoyed the show tonight.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Let's do it again.